Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Shutters and Speed. Today you join me in what has become known as Kit Corner here on the channel, where we're going to be looking at products that I've bought with my own money and now going to show you what I think about them. So without further ado, as we say here in Norfolk, we will run them their titles, boy, and get into it. Yeah, so welcome back to Shutters and Speed. Yeah, I live in the middle of a Norfolk town here in Norfolk, the town of Downham Market to be precise, and I have to keep my motorcycle around the back of the house. I do have quite a biggish garden, but I haven't really got a shed up at the moment and haven't had for several years, if truth be told. And so my motorcycle spends most of its life in the summer months behind in my immediate backyard under a motorcycle cover. So obviously the quality of motorcycle cover that I have is very important to me. For the 4 months of the year, that is November, December, January and February, it spends in a mate's garage where it's obviously kept in pristine nick. But during the summer months it has to stay with me here at my house. So as I said earlier, a motorcycle cover is very important to me. Now I've had several motorcycle covers over the years and I find they last about 2 to 3 years because I suppose they get a fair bit of stick. They're on the bike pretty much all the time during those 8 months of the year that the bike is with me. So obviously the type of cover that I have is very important. And I like to think that I've sort of learnt about covers over the years. And when it came to replace the last one I had, I settled on this one we have in front of us now. Now this is called the R&G Adventure Motorcycle cover. It's designed to fit over a wide range of adventure style motorcycles, so that's why I went for it. And initially the response from me is very good. It fits well, especially compared to the one I had previously, and it all works fantastically well for me. There are several things that I like about it initially. I mean, I've only had it now for a couple of months or so, but one of the things I do like about it is the elasticated bottom, which allows the bottom of the cover to grip in underneath the motorcycle and keep it nice and compact. The one I had previously was a little billowy. It would hang or drape from the mirrors or the front screen here, and it would sort of just drape out to the side and would not be a very nice fit at all. This one is elasticated all around the bottom, and although it makes it a little bit awkward to get on sometimes, especially in view of the nature of my motorbike, you'll find that it catches on the angles and everything, so it's sometimes a bit difficult to get on, but once it's on and it fits very nicely. It has one or two interesting features. It has on the front and the back, you have little windows that you can undo via Velcro so that you can feed a chain and lock through, which is obviously very useful. And also, now I'm not sure about this in this country, but I know abroad, if you store your motorcycle on the roadside, you have to make sure that the number plate is visible, and this one has that facility. But unlike my previous cover, this one you can cover up, which obviously I do because it's kept around the back of my house, I don't have to show my number plate, so that's great. So what I think we'll do is, if we go back to the studio and we'll have a look at where I purchased this from and how much it cost, and then obviously if you're in the market for a motorcycle cover, then you can make your own decisions. But the one interesting thing is, which we'll go into in a moment, it does come in various sizes and shapes for various types of motorbikes, but it's in the same sort of guise, as it were. And the one thing I forgot to mention was the fact that the material that it's made of is very friendly with paintwork. It's weatherproof on the outside, and it also works well with protecting your paintwork. But anyway, let's get back in the studio and have a look at how much it costs. So here we are back in the studio, and we're looking on the Sports Bike Shop website page where the R&G Adventure Motorcycle cover is obviously on display here. The price is displayed. It's on offer at the moment, and you get a £5 off or thereabouts, so it's £59.48, which is one of the reasons why I bought it, because I got it at that price. And I have to say, although I have no affiliation with the Sports Bike Shop, I always find them very helpful and very great people to talk to. So I can't recommend them highly enough. But just to ratify that, I have no interest in their business or anything like that, and I just simply am a customer like anybody else. So that's where I go, and the Boston shop, as I said earlier, is fantastic. So this is where I got it from, and that's how much it costs. So let's go back outside and have a further look at possibly installing the R&G Adventure Motorcycle cover on the bike. Yeah, so I hope you found that little bit of the video informative, and that you will hopefully maybe put this on one of your considerations if you're looking for a motorcycle cover. But I thought what I'd finish with is actually showing you me putting it on, as it were, because that is probably one of the slight downsides of the elasticated front, and also the angular nature of my bike here, which is of course is my trusty Yamaha Tracer 900. So we'll just put it on for you, and we might have to speed this up a bit. Generally, if I'm struggling a little to get it through around the various angles on the bike to get it to fit properly. So let's give it a go. Yep, so I think that's on reasonably well, and that wasn't a too bad a job in front of the camera, especially. As you probably saw, it can get hooked up on foot pegs and your various parts of the bodywork, but they're soon remedied, and you can have it on very quickly in probably a couple of minutes or so. So that's obviously great news as well. And once it's on, I feel the fit, especially for my bike, is great. So that's a big plus from me. So I think without further ado, we'll call a halt to proceedings here and now. I do hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it informative, and if you have, then I'd hope that you'd like and subscribe. But in the meantime, as we say here in Norfolk, do you keep on a troshin', boy, until the next video. Come on through. No, you'll be on YouTube.